my viewers that are having thoughts about moving to Atlanta, I just want to show you what some of the morning traffic looks like. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 8:03 in the morning. The temperature is 48 degrees. And as you can see, this is a 285 I'm on. The traffic here, as you can see, is ridiculous. It's heavy volume all times of the day. There's no more rush hour. I mean, there is rush hour. It just means that this traffic is even worse. But even during the daytime, lunchtime, midday, evening, Saturday and Sunday afternoon and evening, there's traffic everywhere. That's what happens when you have a lot of people. Yesterday I took this route. I went yesterday, and I think once I got past Interstate 75, it started clearing up. But people who live like coming from Stone Mountain, man, I really feel for them. Now the other side of 285, from what I'm seeing on that side, it looks like it's a little more clear, a little more free flowing. I remember back in the 90s, it's like no matter where you lived in the metro area, you can get where you're trying to go in 20 minutes. You know, the highways wasn't backed up. You just hop on the highway and go. And now, sometimes places that's just 10 miles away can take over an hour, depending on the traffic. Far left lanes to see if it can get a little more progress. My blinker on. So there's a thing with sometimes these blinkers. Sometimes you put your blinker on, they still won't let you over. One thing I always do, always try to be courteous and let people over. But you know, everybody don't do the same thing. Sometimes they see you put your blinker on. Some people even do worse. They put your blinker on, and they speed up so you can't get over. And that also makes traffic worse too, because nobody's cooperating together and working together. Somebody trying to get over, and the car in front of you trying to get over, and you got the cars on that's on the next lane, not letting them get over, cutting them off. So now this car is sitting in front of you because he can't get over. So that caused the traffic in the lane to get backed up. It's just crazy. I always get paranoid riding behind trucks, flatbeds with items on there, like cars and long pieces of wood. I get paranoid, think it's gonna fall off the truck. It's not tied down good enough. And see, a lot of cities, these days have heavy population, heavy traffic, because the country has a high population now. But some cities, I feel like some cities handle traffic better than others. Some cities have better drivers, and I feel you have a city with better drivers that also can contribute to the traffic flowing more smooth. It's one thing to have heavy volume. But when you have heavy volume, with also on top of that, a bunch of people that can't drive or just rude drivers, that makes it worse too. And I remember, and some people may disagree with me. I don't know. I was up in the DMV, in the DC area, and DC has heavy traffic too. But I noticed the traffic had a little better flow than Atlanta traffic. People it seemed like they were just better drivers. And that right there can make a difference. Because here at Atlanta, majority of people here in Atlanta is not native. You got people from all over the country here. You got people from all over the world here. And they all bringing their different driving habits into this one metropolitan area. And you wonder why there's accidents all day, every day here. It's not an accident every blue moon or like once a week or twice or whatever. It's accidents in this city every day, all day. Also, it has situations with a lot of wrong way drivers. A lot of road rage. People start shooting each other on the highway over dumb shit. It's crazy. I try not to get into a confrontation on nobody on the road. You never know, they have a gun and start shooting over a dispute on the road. And people don't understand. You want to risk your freedom over that temporary rage you have. Just because you got pissed off because the person didn't let you over, or because they're not driving 90 miles an hour like you. You know what I'm saying? You get behind somebody that they're doing 80 and you want to do 85, 90, so you get pissed off and you go around them and you start shooting birds at them, start cursing them out. Then the other person shoot a bird back at you and start saying he say F you too. And the next thing you know, the other person pulls out a gun and starts shooting. So the other guy, either he if he has a gun, sometimes he may shoot back, or he may just report it, get the guy's license plate number and report the incident. But yeah, that's the type of stuff that goes on. This road rage is getting crazy. I also heard of situations where this road rage just because somebody blew their horn at you. Like what kind of life that person had? What's going on in that person's life where they have so much anger and rage in them, where somebody blow their horn at them, they want to shoot you. Let me get from out of this truck. Starting to flow a little better. Chattanooga, Birmingham. Thing to consider about Atlanta, those who thinking about moving here, is the high rental costs, the high cost of rent, the high housing costs. Those that came from like cities like New York, Chicago, San Francisco, places like that, it may not be a big deal to you, because the rents there are higher, the housing costs there are higher. But majority of a lot of other cities that has, a little cheaper housing costs, it'd be like a sticker shock to them. But the average 2-bedroom in Atlanta is about going over $2,000. If you're down in the city in Buckhead, it's going to be about $3,000 plus. But like in the surrounding areas, like I know, like in Gwinnett County, in certain areas, like probably in Cobb, you're gonna pay about $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. And I think it's just ridiculous, because I'm thinking to myself, what are people doing to pay this astronomical rent? Because the wages is not that great. Atlanta still has the typical down south wages. The South is known for low wages. It's the Bible Belt, and it forces you to have to, live with 2 or 3 other people. But if you're anything like me, you don't want to be living with a lot of other people. How can you have peace and freedom like that? You having roommates and they had company, and you know what I'm saying, you have no control over it because you're not there by yourself. You're not paying the rent by yourself. So I mean, I'm blessed. I feel like I'm blessed to make the type of income I'm making where I don't have to do any roommate plans like that. But everybody have to do what they have to do. But it's a lot of people, that's what they have to do in order to live nowadays. Either that, or some of them may have parents that may, have homes paid off, and they go back and live with their parents. It's a high rate of young adults in their 20s and 30s that's had to move back home with mommy and daddy because of the high cost of living. I just hope that, you know, there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel soon with this rent and this inflation. It's crazy. Get around this guy. I did to get around that guy was about I did about 77, 78. Now I slowed back down to 70. I don't really do 80 plus or I don't really do like 75 plus until like if unless I'm traveling out of town. Around the city, I try to maintain between 65. You know, I try to maintain around 65 miles an hour while I'm going through the city. And that's why sometimes I may just be more so in the middle lane or more so over to the right-hand side of the road. Because in Atlanta, if you do 70 miles an hour, hell, sometimes you do 80 miles an hour, they run you over. 285 is like a German Autobahn. That's for real. But on the good side, I can say Atlanta is a beautiful city. The metropolitan area is beautiful. Has a vast metro area. A lot of beautiful homes, a lot of nice suburbs. So if you do decide to move to Atlanta, I would go on the outskirts. I'll go like outside of 285. I would not go unless you just like that city life, the urban life like that. But just know that the further in toward the city you go, it's going to get more. The rent's going to get more expensive. There's going to be even more congestion. Unless you're like in Gwinnett County. Now Gwinnett County has over 1 million people. Just that county by itself is also. And Gwinnett is one of the metropolitan Atlanta counties. It's one of the core metropolitan counties, and just Gwinnett alone has over, I think, like 1.5 million people. And its traffic in Gwinnett is hellacious. It's crazy traffic in Gwinnett. You have a 18 county metropolitan area that Atlanta has, and Gwinnett has like one of the worst. Cobb County can get pretty crazy too, as you can see over there on the other side of the road, on the other side of the highway. That backed up traffic over there. I just can't get into them Teslas up there. I can't. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that like them. It's to me personally, I don't like them. I think they're ugly as hell. Anybody, my viewers have one of those? No offense. You know, everybody, you have to get what you like, but I think those cars are ugly. Like a cross between a garbage can and a can opener. Short video soon. Thought about just shooting a little video on my morning commute to work. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you want to move to Atlanta, just weigh the pros and cons. The traffic, cost of living, the infrastructure, that's another thing. Why the traffic is real bad, because of the infrastructure. But I will say, pro and con wise, it's probably a little more pros than cons. So it may be a good choice to raise a family on the outskirts of town, that is. Anyway, subscribe, click like, and hit the notification bell for more videos. I didn't pass my little turn right here. Wow. Anyway, until next time.